Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has made a significant announcement. He plans to increase the UK's defence spending to 2.5% of GDP by 2027. This represents a notable jump from the current 2.3%. In real terms, it means an extra £13.4 billion annually for the armed forces. Starmer's long-term vision is even more ambitious. He aims to reach 3% of GDP by 2034 if Labour remains in power and the economy allows. This move has sent ripples through Westminster and beyond. It's a clear signal of Starmer's commitment to strengthening the UK's military capabilities. This decision comes at a time of heightened global uncertainty. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has underlined the importance of a strong national defence. Starmer's announcement is a direct response to this changing geopolitical landscape. It's a clear statement that the UK is prepared to invest in its security and play a leading role on the international stage. The increase in defence spending is likely to have a significant impact on the UK's armed forces. It will allow for investment in new equipment, technology and personnel. Starmer's decision to boost defence spending has come at a cost. To fund the increase, his government will be making significant cuts to the foreign aid budget. This has drawn criticism from some quarters. The aid budget will be reduced from 0.5% to 0.3% of national income. This move directly contradicts Starmer's previous pledge to restore aid to 0.7%. It's a decision that has disappointed many within the development sector and beyond. Critics argue that cutting foreign aid will harm the world's poorest and most vulnerable people. They point out that the UK has a moral obligation to help those less fortunate. The government, however, argues that these cuts are necessary in the current economic climate. They maintain that the priority must be to ensure the UK's own security and that difficult choices have to be made. The debate over foreign aid cuts is likely to continue. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. Starmer's defence spending hike is not just about boosting the UK's military capabilities, it's also about strengthening ties with the United States. The move is seen as a clear attempt to align the UK more closely with Washington's foreign policy agenda. It comes at a time when the relationship between the two countries has been somewhat strained. Starmer is hoping that this show of commitment to defence spending will help to repair any damage and reaffirm the UK's position as America's closest ally. The US has long called for its NATO allies to increase their defence spending. President Trump in particular was vocal in his criticism of countries that he felt were not contributing enough. Starmer's announcement is likely to be well received in Washington. It shows that the UK is taking its NATO commitments seriously and is willing to invest in the alliance's collective defence. Strengthening the UK-US relationship is a key priority for Starmer's government. They see it as essential for promoting global security and stability. Starmer's defence spending increase has implications not just for the UK-US relationship, but also for European defence more broadly. The move is seen by some as a sign that the UK is seeking to position itself as a leader in European security. It comes at a time when the EU is grappling with the challenge of developing a more coherent and capable defence policy. The UK, despite Brexit, remains a major military power in Europe. Starmer's announcement could encourage other European nations to increase their own defence spending. This would be a welcome development for NATO, which has long called for its members to meet the target of spending 2% of GDP on defence. The war in Ukraine has underlined the importance of a strong and united NATO. Starmer's decision to boost UK defence spending could be a catalyst for greater European cooperation on security and defence. It's a move that could have significant implications for the future of European security.